are a network engineer, you cannot avoid AI networking. Is almost like how we used to try to avoid programming, and then network automation came in, and then we're kind of forced to be somewhat of a programmer. Same thing with AI. They're going to be building out these AI data centers. You at least need to be able to talk some of the lingo and understand, hey, what the GPU backend is, hey, what RDMA is, hey, what rail versus spine leaf architecture is. That's really all you need to know from the networking side. Network engineers, we just need to know how to build the track. It's either going to be a converged Ethernet, which is Rocky V2. Now, Rocky stands for RDMA over converged Ethernet. So basically, what RDMA is, it's called remote direct memory access. So what it does is it will send information from GPU to GPU, bypassing the CPU and go directly into the buffer or the NIC, go through the network and go directly into the buffer on the other GPU. So that lowers the latency because you don't have to worry about it going through the operating system or the kernel to do the processing there and then sending that information out. So this goes completely around the operating system in the kernel, right to the buffer, gets sent through the wire, goes to the other buffer, right to the application. It does not go through the OS for that. So that's why the latency is super low, right? But this design here is called rail optimized. So rail optimized, basically each GPU, and I have four links here, right? So each GPU in each box is connected to its rail or leaf switch, right? And when you could do that, you basically stop traffic from ever having you reduce the traffic having to go through the spines, right? And that's what you really want to do, right? Because you can do rail optimize, or you can do this thing called typical spine leaf, where you would have all four links from the GPU server going into its respective leaf switch. But what does that do? It forces traffic to now have to go through spine switches to get to the GPUs, right, on another leaf, which is not you can do it, but it's not ideal from a bandwidth utilization standpoint and from a latency standpoint. When you do rail optimize and everybody's plugged into the same leaf at the GPU level, you never have to go up to the spine to get to another GPU in its other server. If you're doing some type of computation with AI and it goes past the GPUs that's in the box, it has to now use another GPU. Well, you don't want to have to go through the spine to get to that GPU